Hello and welcome to Business Reporter's Best of Global Business campaign. I'm Alistair Greener. What do customers expect from their financial experts? They want their attention, specialist service, and most of all, in an unpredictable world, they want help to navigate what's next. That's easier said than done. So to find out how it's possible, we invited Mark Radden from Interpath to explain. Good morning.
Good morning, Alistair.
First of all, tell us a little bit about who you are and what your role with Interpath is.
So I'm Mark Radden, I'm the CEO at Interpath. I have a great job that basically involves looking after 1,100 people across 12 countries and deciding where we take the business, the people we hire, the markets we enter into, the clients we attract. So have a lot of fun just 5 years into life as Interpath.
If you were talking to a friend about Interpath, how would you describe what your firm does to them?
So we're a financial advisory firm serving businesses, so both from mid-market businesses through to some of the largest companies in the world, across four things really. So restructuring, deal advisory, value creation or forensic services.
Now you've expanded rapidly, you've been around 5 years, but some people might say that actually they prefer to work with somebody who's been more established than that. How would you respond to that?
Well, although we've only been around for 5 years, the people we've hired are from the established firms. So we're hiring the most talented people in their fields and giving them a different platform to serve their clients in a different way. And we would say in a better way where they can spend more of their time on the clients, they can get the right team without worrying about your different structures of large organisations, just all being aligned on doing the best job we can for our clients and building a great firm.
And what is it about the way that you work with your teams that makes you different to anybody else?
We're a single global P&L and everyone can own equity in the business. So everyone has that alignment of building the firm at an overall level without having to second guess what it means for their team or in their country. And that's very different to a lot of the very established firms.
And how does that help your clients?
We just put the best people in front of the client to meet the situation that's in front of us. And if that shifts, people pass the ball and bring in colleagues with the right skills and experiences to make sure we're answering the question. So it's the flexibility and agility to serve our clients, which, as we talked about earlier, the real kind of changing world we live in, situations rarely fit neatly with one country or one service line. They're multifaceted now, and so our model really responds to that.
Now you're looking to expand into America. How is that actually going to work? What's it going to look like?
Well, of course, we have on our minds the number of UK-based businesses that have gone into the US and the different outcomes that have driven from that. So we really want to go in at scale and quality. So we're thinking about a business that we could acquire to make an initial landing in the US, and then high quality people we can hire into that to start scaling it. But of course, understanding how's that Interpath, so sharing the same values, the same culture, whilst adjusting to the US, which is a very different market.
You've talked a lot about the immediate future, but scroll forward maybe 5, 10, 15 years. Where do you see Interpath at that point, and how will you measure your success?
Well, one thing we have at the moment is momentum. Over the last 3 years, we've gone from being in one country, it's like 600 people, to double that number of people in more than a dozen countries. So that momentum really takes us forward, whether it's in going into new markets like the US or just hiring more and more talented people into our business. But of course, we've also got to adjust to a very changing landscape for us with the advent of technology in businesses like ours and what that means going forward as well. So it won't look the same as before, but we're well placed to adjust and move quickly into whatever the future brings.
We've talked a lot about the environment that your clients find themselves in and how rapidly that's changing, and then how you as a company respond. But for people watching this interview, what are the key takeaways you would like them to remember?
I'd like them to remember us as a firm that really works with clients in both difficult times but also in good times and partners with them, works as an extension of their team, and and a firm that's young and agile with incredibly talented people.
That was Mark Braddon from Interpath.